G'day, welcome back to Ben's Gems. Here I'm working again on the Magma Magnum, and the reason that I called this stone that is because it has all this red looking color. Its play of colors are a multicolored display, but the red and the red orange that it displays this stone, it has a lot of red and a lot of orange. It's about 44 carats weight, and Magma Magnum made sense looking at it because it just has all this red that looks like lava flow or magma, lava flowing. If you've seen it, the glow, the red-orange glow of volcanic, like lava or a fire glowing hot. And there's not just that as the one color. There's greens, there's oranges, there's more bright oranges and duller oranges. It's got a lot of color going on in this stone, and I'm just shaping it up here on the wheel, on the 220 grit wheel. Just shaping that edge there, smoothing those sharp edges a little bit. Magma Magnum, getting a shape to it. Big gemstone, big lightning ridge specimen, black opal. You can tell it's a black opal by the body tone being darker grey and black color. N1 to N4 on the opal body tone scale is black opal. Then you have N5, N6 as dark opal, and then N7, N8, and N9 in the light to white opal category. So this is a black opal, a genuine black opal from Lightning Ridge, and it has fantastic colors. And it's quite a big piece, quite chunky, quite thick, and it's just a very attractive stone. And magma. Now, why magma? Magma. Why call it Magma Magnum? Well, magma, firstly, I went through that before, but you can see it there. Look at that. The blue on the edge there is not related to the magma, but it could easily be mistaken for a piece of hot lava. Just joking. But magma, molten natural material from which all igneous rocks are formed. Magma is found beneath the surface of the earth. It looks red, orange, and it's also discovered on other terrestrial planets. And besides, molten rock magma may also contain suspended crystals and gas bubbles. If you didn't know that, you can learn with me. So magma is produced by melting of the mantle or the crust, the Earth's crust, and in various tectonic settings, magma can transform or turn into a lava flow, and lava flow is interesting, and it gets even more interesting because felsic or silica magma, it has a content of silica, which opal is silica, so it's got a silica content, and it has silica, and so felsic or silicic magmas have silica content greater than 63%, and block lava flows often contain obsidian, and it gets even more interesting when you start looking into this. So it's a Magma Magnum stone. It's got some beautiful colors. It's a real stunner, and from Lightning Ridge, Australia, and what a beauty. The Magma Magnum black opal gemstone. And so if you think about it, opal is found as two types, basically. Volcanic opal, which is found in a lot of other countries other than Australia. Volcanic opal, like the opal in Ethiopia. That opal, it's volcanic opal, I do believe, and that sort of opal is a bit more prone. It's much more prone to cracking than Australian opal is, and so you've got your volcanic opal, which is making up the majority of opal out of Australia. That's not in Australia. Volcanic opal all around the world, but not in Australia. However, the sedimentary opal in Australia, which is found in Australia's main fields, that sedimentary opal is a lot more stable than that volcanic opal from these other places, and that sedimentary opal is a lot more stable, and so it's better for cutting. And on the regular, it's better for cutting, like more regular, it won't crack. You can bet that the Australian opal is much more stable than the volcanic opal from other countries. So we've got this Magma Magnum rock. We've got this one here, which is actually a different stone. Obviously, you can see that there, and that's more of a semi-crystal type. And yeah, so yeah, black block lava, like, you know, red magma lava, block lava flows often contain obsidian, and it just so happens there's an island that has like the most obsidian on it, not far from New Zealand, that has this large deposit of obsidian. And there's a lot of dormant volcanoes in New Zealand. There's a live volcano, I think it's called White Island. It also has a more traditional name, but it blew up, and there were some people on it, and they got hurt, and they were visiting. But anyway, back to the stone. Now it's polishing time, and we've got it on the wheel there, just polishing away and trying to polish it, get it looking good. And yeah, so opal is found as two types: the more often stable sedimentary Australian type, and the less stable, much more prone to cracking volcanic type. And it is interesting that felsic magma has a silica content greater than 63%, and that magma can transform to lava flow. And so you start thinking about opal and this volcanic opal. Wow, so this is the Magma Magnum, and that's what I called it. And the magnum part, you can think of it as this stone is such a large stone that magnum ties into that, and because it's big. And if you think of the ice cream, the Magnum ice cream, well, I don't know if you've heard of that, but here we have a thing called Magnum ice cream. Kind of looks like one of those, not really, but a little bit. Anyway, very nice couple of stones. This one is just on the 1200 wheel there. That's the 1200 grit Nova wheel. Just working away on the Pixie. So this is a video less so much about anything specific. And just applying the pressure there. You don't need to press too hard or spend too long on these wheels. I probably spent a lot longer than I needed to, but the stone came out with a high polish and looks pretty good. After even just working on those wheels, it looks really good, so happy about that. So what about these lockdowns, eh? Whew, lockdown here, lockdown there, lockdown. Everybody locked down. Not really, but I mean, when you can't leave your city, what are you gonna do? Auckland has been locked down for a number of weeks, like probably like 10 weeks, 11 weeks coming up, something like that, and they haven't been able to leave, although certain people have and spread it across the country, this coronavirus, and wow, aren't they pushing us to get that vaccine? It's like you're going to have a vaccine to fly on those planes. You're going to have a vaccine passport to enter those restaurants. It sounds pretty bad. And I do believe in one or two countries, maybe just one, I heard that they protested so much that they actually decided not to do these vaccine certificate things. I mean, double vax, what difference does it make if you're single or double or not vaxxed? I mean, really, it's dividing families, all this stuff, you know. One person doesn't want to get the vax, another person does. I mean, here in New Zealand, we have like a almost 90% vax rate already, 80 to 90%, and that's higher than a country like Israel, I suppose, maybe even, I don't know, but it's getting there. And country like New Zealand, getting up there in that vaccination rate, people just really got it. I think people should have just quit their jobs straight away and said, nobody's working, we're not working, you know, we're not going to listen to you guys, we're not taking this. I don't know about that. I mean, obviously, I'm like a crystal ball. I actually have a lot to say, but really none of these views are actually what I mean or think, so just have to take that into account when I'm talking about these topics. It's not like I really have an opinion. You want to get vaccinated, get vaccinated. You don't want to get vaccinated, don't get vaccinated. That's your free choice. You're given free will. You have your own free will, so use it. I'd like to see you use it and make your own decision. And feels a bit like we're all been pushed to do this and pushed to do that. Anyway, you can see here the Magma Magnum, and it's green and red and blue there, and you can see on that side it's shimmering magma running through there. And what a magnificent piece, eh? Just a beauty. And thanks for watching, and keep watching to the end. There's not long to go. Here I'm just grinding away on the polisher, polishing it up. If you have it on that angle, it can be a bit easier on the wheel. Sometimes it can be a bit easier on the wheel. And yeah, so this stone, it was pretty good value for what it is, and I think anybody would probably like to have this stone in their collection. So when we're thinking about price, it's not so much of an easy guess when it's a big piece like this and it's got such great color. And sometimes even the professionals get it wrong. You take it to one jeweler, they say it's worth nothing. You take it to another opal expert, they say it's worth tens of thousands. So you never know. It pays to get a second and third opinion in some cases where you have a stone that you're not quite sure about. You might think it's worth 1,000, you might think it's worth 200, and then you never know, you might find out, hey, it's worth 40 grand. So you want to be careful with that. Not saying that this stone's worth 40 grand, but you do want to be careful, because if you've got a really good stone and people are saying it's worth nothing, you could end up selling it for nothing when it is worth a lot more, So watch that. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode. Cheers. Cheers indeed. So there's a lot of different types of gemstones. You'll know about diamonds, diamond rings. When people get married, they often get the diamond ring upon engagement, or upon getting married. There's a diamond ring involved. And when it comes to gemstones, there's amethyst, there's all sorts, there's tanzanite. What else have we got? We've got emeralds, we've got rubies, we've got all these gemstones, and citrine, and crystal types, like amethyst, the purple amethyst in Brazil, and it's even here in New Zealand. Quartz can even be cut into a gemstone and used for jewelry making purposes. And anyway, I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just trying to fill in the time since you can't see anything. And yeah, I thought you would appreciate that. So yeah, I'm working away on a different wheel that you can't see, and sometimes it's a lot of work filming and editing and doing a voiceover, but it's all worth it if you guys enjoy it, if you come and enjoy it, and watch the videos and learn something out of it or get motivated. That's great, and it's a good time to start a YouTube channel if you're thinking about it. You can be on YouTube, and you never know, you might be just the person to form an income on YouTube. So if you're thinking about starting a channel, now's a good time to get started and get going and just have a go. I think if you can be anything, be a good encourager and encourage people to get motivated in doing something that can help them in life. So yeah, we've got these huge government and corporation type establishments out there that are very rich, and a lot of them don't pay that much tax. And then you've got the middle class and the lower class who are struggling to get by, and that a lot of the middle class are getting hugely taxed, and yet people who are earning millions and billions of dollars way up above them in the income bracket are paying less tax. Somehow they get away with it, and it's just ironic, isn't it? Anyway, you can start your YouTube channel and make your millions on YouTube if you're successful. So yeah, let's see if that was motivation enough for anybody to get going. I mean, we'll never know, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Once again, I hope that you're doing good, and look forward to making the next video, whatever that may be. I'm not sure exactly what it's going to be, but I do have a few ideas. So stay tuned and subscribe. You're welcome. Subscribe to my channel.